I froze too. Lucien, he shifted? My nails dug into my palms. I thought he learned to shift after I saved him, but no, he could always do it. All those years, he watched me get mocked for carrying a dumb snake, and he never lifted a finger. Now, at his weakest moment, he forced a transformation just to impress Bella. Injuries don't matter. I'll take responsibility. Bella screamed, her hesitation gone. If he could shift, ascension wasn't far off. The villagers were drooling over Lucien's god-tier looks. No one doubted he was the next big thing. They laughed at my stupidity and praised Bella's kindness. Bella stepped in front of Lucien, blocking my view, acting like she was protecting him from me. Raven, you said you didn't want him. I tried to convince you, but... well, I guess I have to take him in. Don't explain yourself to her. Bella, she gave him up. If she tries to take him back, we'll run her out of town. Oh stop. Bella blushed. Raven isn't like that. I stared coldly at Lucien. He looked past the crowd, locking eyes with me. That desperate, forced transformation. That look, it wasn't the look of a stranger. He was reborn too. When I turned and walked away without a second glance, confusion flashed in his eyes. And shock. The whole village was buzzing about how I fumbled the bag. Lucien was the talk of the town. Everyone was waiting for him to ascend. They waited for me to regret it, to come crawling back. But I never looked at him again. Until one day, I was walking down a path, and a hand grabbed my wrist. I tried to yank it away, but he held tighter. He frowned at me, silent. His eyes were asking a question, maybe even demanding an answer. Why don't you love me this time? Did he really not know? I couldn't pull free, so I pried his fingers off mine, one by one. Then I shook my aching wrist and walked off, cursing under my breath. Lucien stared at his hand, then at my retreating back. His eyes reddened. I guess when you're used to being someone's entire world, indifference feels like betrayal. In my past life, I carried him through storms. I thought we had a bond. Walking away hurt my heart, physically. But that night, thirsty for water, I passed by the guest room and heard whispering. My lord, if you feel regret toward the second miss, why not take her as a spirit pet? I peered through the crack in the door. Lucien stood with his hands behind his back, looking like a statue carved from jade. Since I have been granted a second chance, I must fix my regrets. A shadowy figure knelt behind him. But, your brother has already chosen the eldest Mississippi. So what? Lucien turned. His eyes, usually cold, burned with possessiveness. I came to this life for her. Nothing will stop me from being with her. Not even my brother. I rolled my eyes and turned to leave. But then the subordinate asked, may I ask, my lord, why are you so obsessed with a mortal woman? Lucien's voice went soft, dripping with nostalgia. At Wormwood Creek, when I was near death, I will never forget how she lifted me with her own hands. She guarded me for 49 days. Without her, I would be nothing but snake bones. Wormwood Creek? I froze. That was where I saved a little white snake. I guarded him for 49 days. I never told anyone. So, the snake I saved there and the snake I brought home were the same snake? I clenched my fist and let out a silent, bitter laugh. Lucien, you absolute moron. I had no intention of claiming the credit. In this life, I had bigger plans than playing nursemaid to a reptile. I stopped going to the mountains to pick herbs. I stayed in my room, studying, until the annual spring gala. Bella dragged me out. It's the gala, Raven. If you don't go, the flower goddess won't bless you. Flower goddess? Blessings? I glanced at the history book on my desk, thought for a second, and nodded. I got you an outfit. Throw away those rags. You need to look pretty. She handed me a bag. I opened it later that evening. It was a hideous red floral shirt with neon green pants. It looked like a clown threw up on a Christmas tree. But when I went to find my other clothes, they were gone. Hungry and out of options, I put on the clown